This is huge. Ernest Borgnine passed away Sunday at 95 years old. Dude, every time somebody passes away, it reminds me that I'm 55 years old and time goes by fast. Shucks, no joke, it does. And I'm 90% sure most of you know who Ernest Borgnine is, the guy in McHale's Navy. That was his most memorable character, doing all the hoaxes and stuff and kind of walking as a con artist with all those misfits that kind of had his back, and he was the captain and yada yada yada. Then I was checking out some of his other things that he done. He won an Oscar. He had over 200 roles through his lifetime career. He said whenever he got an acting role, it made him feel young again, and he got a chance to, you know, have his mind working, and he felt active, and he felt like he was participating in something, and it just made him feel alive. So I relate to that. Whenever time I get in front of this camera, every time I'm doing a project for First Fans or whatever, I can get that exhilaration. I know how your brain has to click into gear. I know you have to deliver a message, how you have to communicate, have to be on point, have to be awake, have to be alert. I like that. So I could feel Ernest Borgnine's spirit kind of coming through me as far as that mindset. I understand that 100%. He kind of alluded to his Oscar kind of brought on some heavy things after the fact because he felt that that's kind of what helped him get his 4 marriages. And the plus was in his 5th marriage, he got to the point where he made the last marriage last 34 years, which was longer than the first 4 marriages altogether. And he kind of quipped about that. And also, what I thought was kind of cool is that with his last marriage, he kind of worked out a little relationship business thing where his wife opened up a cosmetic thing that made your skin smoother and younger and all this kind of stuff, and used him as the model for that because he had that rejuvenative look anyway. So I thought that was kind of a cool tandem marriage connection thing. And when you think of Ernest Borgnine, most of the parts he played were like rough guys, tough guys. I'll pity the fool to mess with you. Wise guy, huh? Sounds more like Three Stooges than a bad guy. But anyways, he would play some of those bad guy roles, And then also what he kind of ended up doing was he got one role where he's like a real sentimental guy, and he got a chance to go for the lady who was far-reaching away, but somehow they connected, and that was his girl. So that was kind of cool that he fell on that role. But in general, he got the tough guys and McHale's Navy, and that was pretty much 90% of his career. And I just like the idea that even at 90 and his whole career through, he was always getting working gigs. He was always getting stuff going. He was always keeping paid, even up and above some of the all-stars that you would have thought would have had roles way before him. He kept making a move. And the last thing that he did was kind of like a movie dealing called Red, where he's like kind of an old-type spy that got reenacted and stuff like that. So that was kind of cool. But Ernest Borgnine definitely put in a lot of roles, won himself an Oscar, had an amazing marriage at the end, put in his 34 years there, got a chance to have 4 wives before that. I've yet to have 1 marriage. 1. And for him to have 5 and the 5th one to be the bomb, I mean, that's pretty cool. After 4, I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. Don't you talk about marriage. Don't you look at me about marriage. I'm not even interested in marriage. But to get a 5th marriage and then succeed? Wow! I mean, was it because the other 4 taught him so much? Was it because he had that much faith that there was somebody out there for him? What would make you freaking think with 4 freaking failed marriages that the 5th one's going to work? Do-do-do. But you were right. You were right. So, I enjoyed Ernest Borgnine. I thought he was a great talent. I had a lot of fun watching him do all these different characters and seeing him in different roles that I didn't realize he was in and that he did. I think what I'll probably do to honor him or just check him out is to check out some of his movies, because when you Google up some of the stuff he's done over the time, you'll see what he's done and what he's participated in. Anyways, Ernest Borgnine at 95 passed away yesterday, or people are watching this years and months later on Sunday. So that's crazy. That's July 8th, 2012. Man. Anyways, give us some comments, and if you would, go ahead and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.